Okay. My grandma wants to share about a
Huh?
time that she remembers her mom danced for. Who was there? You? When your mom danced with the skirt and.
Oh, we were all there. Ines, all her family, Regal, all his family, Connie, uh, Francis, and Luisa, all of us
This was at your mom's house? Where?
in my mom's house,
Where?
right there on Compton and on Bliss and Largo, right on the corner.
And what made her dance?
What?
You said that was the first time you guys had ever seen your mom dance.
We, we, I don't know whether it was Connie, somebody started dancing or something, and my mom was just looking, and then I just had to remember, or Maria, anyway, that that somebody knew that she knew how to dance that from Mexico, that kind of
Music?
yeah, the music or dance,
Uh
whatever,
huh.
and she does chapanetas, chapan, chapanecas,
How did she dance?
huh?
How?
You see there on
Show me.
oh no, I can't remember.
But she danced and you guys all liked it?
Uh-huh. Well, dance back and forth and then turn around and hold your skirt, you know, hold your, and then go like that with a skirt, you
Mm
know,
hmm.
and back and forth and then make a turn. I mean, it's pretty.
Where did she learn to do that?
Uh, she probably, when she was growing up in Mexico, she probably seen maybe people made little parties and she would see that the way they were dancing.
Mm hmm.
So she picked it up, you know. But it took her a long time to dance because she got married, and my dad wasn't gonna let her dance. He only got her so he could have a wife and plenty of kids. So he uh he made the 12 even, and that was it.
Mm hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, tell me about the markets that you remember that you were saying the names of them.
Oh
What are they?
yeah, mom's like, oh yeah, that was to go to the either market. There was three of them. Okay, there was the trolley, the rails,
Uh huh.
the tracks. Okay, we lived on this side, like east,
Okay.
and on the west side there was two markets. One on the right side was one named Gonzalez Market. On the left side, across the street, was the other one named Gutierrez Market.
Mm hmm.
And then, if you wanted to come back, you got to cross the tracks and then go to the other market there. In fact, the man there had it made because I guess people must have told him, how come you don't open your own market on this side? We only have on that side, and people have to be careful to cross the tracks.
Is
So,
that right there by Alameda?
no, no, by
No.
Willowbrook.
Okay.
Both of them
Willowbrook.
were, the tracks were on Willowbrook.
Okay.
It would go all the way to Long Beach and then back. And so he had his market built there. His name was Duran's Market. Yeah.
And which market did you
It was
guys?
a family's market. So was the other ones, family markets, both of them, all three of them.
And which market did you guys used to go to?
At first, across Gonzales,
Mm hmm.
that's where we had our credit. And every time that we would pay the credit, they gave us a pie.
Can you imagine? They would never do that now, huh?
Oh, heck no.
Never give you credit at the
No.
market.
It was pies. Then, you don't see no cakes or nothing. Pies. But
No, I mean, if you went to a market, just if they would give you credit. They would never give you credit to get stuff.
no, but
No.
but they did to a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to you
Uh-huh.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that was good.
And
And
what else were you remembering?
Oh, and then we lived on the west side, okay? And there was a a family, the first family right there, because we were nothing but Mexicans in the little area,
Mm-hmm.
and they were white people. Only I think they were Italians, but they were white. I mean, to us, they were white people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a large family too, you know, girls and boys, big ones too. And anyway, they used to go. The people on this side had to go all the way across Willowbrook to go up there on the to wait for the
Train?
yeah, we call it trolley, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wait for it if you wanted to go to Los Angeles, you know. And then they had a like a little house with a bench, so people, if it rained, you know, they could sit there and wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that I don't know whether they were the same people that I told you, the white people, or somebody related to them. They were in the car, and that day it was foggy, and there was the whole family in there. They didn't see the train, and they crossed over, boom, hit them.
Did they all die?
Well, of course.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people that well, not the maybe men and of course teenagers, you know, they wanted to go and see, you know, what where they die, or they wanted to see the body. In other words, man, I bet they couldn't even sleep afterwards. What they saw was a lot of brains scattered all over, and I bet you they couldn't even sleep. They were just kids, you know, maybe 16, 15.
Did you go?
Oh, not me, no. No, my dad wouldn't let us, no. But it killed the family because they crossed over and it
Oh,
was
wow.
foggy. And they didn't see it. And at that area, they usually have a whistle, you know, to let the people know.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't need that. They had one of those things that go down, okay, on both sides. But they didn't see it. They just went across.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So that was something big, you know. People just talk about it for a long time, you know. The whole family.
How old were you when that happened?
13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, about 13. 12 or 13, yeah.
And what were you up to at 12 or 13?
Huh?
Were you getting in trouble still?
The what?
I said, were you still getting in trouble with your dad?
I would get in trouble?
No, I said, were you still getting in trouble with your dad? Were you being bad?
Oh, yeah. He used to give me a lot of good rides on the sewing machine. Yeah, it had little wheels. And that's where the pedal was.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're next. You know, he had a little long branch. You know, he cut it up for the tree. And I said, oh my goodness. My mom used to hit us because he didn't want to hit us. But this day, you know, my mom told him, now, when are you going to learn to straighten your kids too? You leave everything to me. You talk to her, you know, and give her some good ones. Man, he was more mad than my mom than it was me. He went outside to the tree and picked up a nice skinny one long branch like that. And he came in and tried to hit me. He couldn't because I was under there holding on like the sewing machine was like this, okay? I got under where the pedals at, and I got hold of, it was metal, you know, hold of it, and he couldn't hit me right. So he used to push me back and forth, you know. He got tired.
You
He
wore him
left-
out.
He left me alone, but Well, he got me a little bit on the legs only, on the legs, because he could hit me like that. And I was hurt. It did hurt me. I was just hurt because I thought, hey, I'm the only one that he's hitting. No, all the rest were waiting for their turn. Yes, which was Mary Louise and Francis and that was it.
Oh,
and,
just
and
you
me
three.
made three. Okay, so uh, that was it. And he stopped. He was through with me, and then he hit Luisa. She said, "No, I wanted to go first, because my dad would just go like that. That's it." And Frances, oh, she was scared.
Yeah.
So he still wouldn't hit her that hard, Frances, because she was like younger than us too. But me, because I had a mouth. So that's why.
What would you say to him? You would.
Yeah.
What would you tell your dad?
Huh?
What would you tell him?
My mom would tell him, that I was the one that would talk back. I
Oh.
wouldn't listen. In other words, I was stubborn and sometimes I was rebel, towards them because.
You're still stubborn.
Well, yeah. Anyway, okay, he got me good on the legs. Okay, that was okay. But I had to go to school the next day. I was so mad. I said, "I'll get even. I'll, I'll show the people what my dad did, so they could arrest him." Or I went and I showed my legs. They had all red marks on my legs, But they sent me to the principal, yeah, because I showed them, and they she wanted to know, well, who hit you? Well, my dad. Okay, so they made an appointment to see my dad, because they wanted to know. There must have been a reason, Your child, you want to straighten her out, so. As long as it was you, it's okay. They just thought maybe somebody else had whipped me. Yeah, that's the way it was in those days.
So it didn't help that you snitched.
Huh?
It didn't do you no good to tell.
I still left and went out there with other friends. My brother Raymond, Francis, me, Frank's mom, Carmen, and we'd go on the field over there and just play around like kids,
Yeah.
And that's the time that I climbed the tree. I
Oh,
climbed
yeah,
it,
yeah. You climbed it
and I fell down.
and you fell.
But if it wasn't for the branches, I was high, about as high as the house right here. And the branches kept holding me down when I was coming down. I couldn't hold. I was scared, but I just was coming down. And when I hit down on the ground, it wasn't bad because
No?
those branches helped me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any other memories with your mom?
My mom, yeah.
What do you remember?
Yeah, there was too many kids in that house. I mean, too many.
A happy memory with your mom.
Huh?
A happy memory about your mom.
With me or what?
Yeah, or any
Oh.
memory, something happy about your mom, what she was like.
Oh, my mom?
Uh-huh.
Well, not really. She was always at home. Always.
You said she was a good cook.
Well, yeah, she used to, When my brother Joe and Enrico, they would have maybe two friends over.
Mm-hmm.
My mom knew them, they were white
Uh-huh.
boys, and they would show up like on a weekend in the morning, and they'd be in the garage, hitting that punching bag, and the garage wasn't straight, it was lopsided. It didn't have no foundation, just
Uh-huh.
the wood.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, my mom lit the iron stove and, made the oatmeal for them. And I think she made them biscuits. And anyway, she invited them to come in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And they enjoyed that very
Yeah.
much, My mom would feed them, And then they go out back to the garage to punch the punching bag, yeah.
Aw.
And that was one of them stoves where you put the wood.
Right.
And I don't know where my mom or somebody was selling her a stove that they said it was a good stove, 3 burners and an oven, and they were selling it. So they talked her into, buying it. And my brother Joe and Enrique, of course, they were a little bigger. They told her, "Yeah, Mom, it's hard for you, to be, cooking on that iron stove. So for once, buy the stove. It's gas, they'll connect it for you outside, the main pipes." And they did. I remember where they put it too. In the 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 door was there. The sink was here, the window, and on the other side was another window. Well, right there's where they put the stove, and then the table was almost in the middle. Yeah,
It made it easier for her.
for my mom, of course, yeah. That it was easier for her because they made her a little table for the corner, so she could make her tortillas, and that's where we all learned how to make tortillas. But it was hard at first, especially me. I was in a hurry to make them so I could get out and go play. And I thought I was real smart by, you know, I could roll them, put them on the what do you call it? What do you call it?
The comad.
Comal, yeah, the round ones, those round ones, yeah. And put your tortillas there. Well, mine didn't come out right at all. I had to start from scratch. It didn't come out right. So the first couple of them that I did, she came and checked it. Oh, here, make them again. Yeah, she would throw them. Yeah,
Until you got it right.
until I got it right. Yeah.
I remember when you used to make homemade tortillas, they were good.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
could make them fast.
Yes, and nice and round, and they were thick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, my brother Benny loved my tortillas.
They were
Oh,
good.
Yeah, really.
Do you remember how to make them?
Good. I could make
You should
some.
show me and Kyla and Rebecca how to make
Well,
them.
see if I can. Well, I'll make a little bit and see. I don't want to. Make. Yeah, all you gotta do is put your baking soda and a little bit of. We used to use the lard.
Mhm.
Those days the lard, and that's it. And, I think we put a little bit of salt, a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and then water and start breaking your flour, into a dough. And then I didn't mind it. I used to like to get it and make little balls, and then
I remember you used to pull it and you used to make them really quick like that with your hands, and
yeah,
then you'd set it aside.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And you would have them covered with a little towel.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
yep. I remember.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing that your mom used to cook?
Huh?
What was your favorite thing that your mom used to cook that
Oh,
you liked?
okay. She always made green chili with pork meat, and of course, we never have white. It was, with tomato,
Uh-huh.
and it was good her rice, and of course the beans, of course,
Mm-hmm.
lentejas, fideo, things like that. Something that was enough for everybody. Anyway, what else?
Well, it's nice to remember your mom.
Oh heck yeah,
Yeah. Because if you don't remember and you don't tell, then we'll never know.
yeah. When you see the pictures, she used to have her hair up to here, and she braided and put it over here, real pretty. I don't know how she did it, but and they used to use those pins that are like this, just like that,
Uh-huh.
and to put them together,
Mm-hmm.
just to hold them. I can't remember what they used to call those. I can't remember, but anyway. Uh,
What was her name? Lupe, or was it Guadalupe?
huh?
What was your mom's name? Guadalupe?
Guadalupe?
Did she have a middle name?
Uh, no,
No.
no. Her name was Lupe Savala. No, no, Savala or Lupe. Well, she used to use Rivera. Lupe Rivera Rodriguez. And then she came out that really her middle name was Savala on account of her dad.
Okay.
And Rivera came, I think, from her stepfather. You know, Rivera. We all use Rivera though.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I don't remember whether she was adopted or not.
No.
That was the only child my grandmother had. And anyway.
What was your grandmother's name?
Severa.
Oh, that was her name.
Severa. She was. She had a body like Ines,
Uh-huh.
and she was very light. That's where my mom got the light from her.
How old was she when she passed away?
Oh,
Your grandma.
oh, she must have been. Mm, uh, maybe in her 80s, close to her 90s, because she lived by herself, and I don't think they lived that long though. You know,
What happened to her?
huh?
What happened to her?
To her.
Your grandma.
Oh, she lived by herself, and my mom used to go and visit her at least once a year, and stay with her for 2, 3 weeks. You know,
Where did she live?
and I think it was Guanajuato,
Okay.
and anyway, she had a twin bed, the ones that they use those the box at the bottom was made out of metal, and then the mattress goes on top,
Okay.
and then the bed is iron, those old ones. But she had one of those, a small one, and her door was always open, and I think I remember she didn't have no floors. It was dirt.
Yeah?
Yes, it was dirt. And anyway, she had chickens. She had a couple of cats or dogs. I don't know. But they used to go into her house, in and out, like they do when I watch over here. That's why I like to watch them.
Oh,
Those
the
programs.
videos?
I watch them all the time because the people don't even wear shoes. They're on the floor, dirt.
Uh-huh.
And then kneeling down, and there's their stove right there. They gotta be putting wood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's people still that live like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So. Yeah,
Alright.
those are good old days. Yeah.
Good old days. Well,
Yeah.
we have to get more of them
And-
on film.
And then my brother Joe went to the service. Rigo went to the service.
Mm-hmm.
But Rigo was discharged because in school when he was going to, I think it was football. Somebody gave him a good, a kick, played.
Oh,
They're
okay.
rough, and they messed up his something, and he didn't take care of it right away. It started getting infected, so he had to go and have it. I think it was a doctor, clean it out and clean it because it was getting pus, and he let it go a little too long, because it wouldn't heal right away. But anyway, ever since that, it was time for him to go to the service, and he couldn't walk too much, so they had to discharge him from the service. Yeah, but they both went.
So then Joe went.
Joe went.
Joe
Yeah,
went.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he made it, and Ringo only went halfway, and they sent him home because he couldn't do the exercise that they were doing.
Right.
Yeah, so. But they had a lot of friends in the service. In fact, they used to see each other wherever they were stationed. Yeah, and my brother Joe had his a good friend of his. He was a white boy,
Mm-hmm.
and they used to be very very good friends. And he would sing Spanish. He had a guitar. My brother Joe had a guitar, and they would both sing. They sounded so good.
Yeah.
And he was a white guy, but he learned the Mexican songs. Yeah,
Oh, that's
his name was
nice.
Floyd.
So Joe sang and played guitar,
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
and his friend's name was Floyd.
Yeah, and that's where my brother Raymond got it from, Joe, at least one of the family, playing guitar and sing, and Raymond took after like Joe. Yeah, Raymond was a good singer, and you know what? I lost a tape I had, a little tape. I lost it. I know I had it, but